Welcome back, everybody, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing and be sure to click that bell notification. Okay, today I am making mushroom fajitas, and here's how I do it. So to start off with, I am going to be using 18 ounces or at least a pound of Portobello mushrooms. If you do not have the large mushroom caps, if you can't find any at your store, you could also use the mushroom of your choice. It's just not going to be in long strips, but it'll work. So I've cut these into thick, long strips. You'll want to at least cut them over a ½ inch. I did some around an inch because I want them to look meaty and chunky, but it's up to you. I'm also going to be using fresh bell peppers that I have sliced. Again, I'm slicing them long, not super thick, but I kind of want to get that restaurant style feel of fajitas. So I've sliced my bell peppers. I'm also going to be using onion. Here I've sliced 2 small onions that needed to be used. You could use a large onion, and the ratios of the fresh ingredients is up to you. I'm also going to be using some fresh scallions, and what I did was just slice them in long strips as well. And that's pretty much the fresh element to this. Now I am going to start on the spices. Okay, so to start off with, I am going to be using 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and I'm actually making a double batch of this, but I'll give you the actual recipe for this amount of mushrooms. I'm also going to use 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of granulated onion powder, and I'm also going to be using 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And if you don't have smoked paprika, by the way, you can use regular paprika, but definitely try to use smoked. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper, a ½ teaspoon of ground cumin, and I'm going to use salt to taste. This is around a ½ teaspoon. Be sure to check the description below this video for the ingredients and measurements. Okay, so now I'm going to mix everything together. Once I'm done mixing and combining all of my dry spices and seasonings, I am going to take my sliced mushrooms, coat them in oil. I used probably around 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, and then I'm going to liberally season it with half of this mix that I'm using. Now, if you're using the exact recipe, you're going to use the full amount of seasoning for this. But again, I made a double batch, so I'm only going to use half of what I'm making here. So once I coat and season the mushrooms, they'll be ready to start to cook. In the meantime, I'm going to speed things up a bit. Okay, so now that I have seasoned my mushrooms very well and I've tossed them gently, I'm ready to cook them. So here I've been preheating this large cast iron skillet, and what I'm going to do is add oil. I actually don't measure the oil, which maybe I should have for consistency purposes, but if I had to guess, somewhere between 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil will work. And this pan, or at least the pan that you're going to use, you'll want it to be hot, because this will definitely give you that charring and browning that you want on these mushrooms. And you'll want to saute these on a high heat in a single layer. Do not overcrowd your pan, because then the mushrooms will release water quicker than it has time to evaporate it and sear the exterior of the mushroom. So I'm going to put a single layer of these thick sliced Portobello mushrooms, and I am going to cook them until they get a nice sear and maybe some charring on the exterior. And it's not going to take very long, because I really am using a medium high to possibly high heat. It's not all the way high, and the cook time is going to be determined on how hot you can get your pan and how high you are cooking this. So I think this probably took around a minute to a minute and a half on each side. This will probably take me 3 batches in a single layer to cook and brown or sear all of my mushrooms. And once I'm done doing that, I'm going to quickly saute my fresh bell pepper and onions in this same pan. And I'm not going to cook them until they're mushy. I like to have a bite to the fresh element in this saute, but if you want your onions to be cooked more and your bell peppers to be cooked more, then do that. But I'm probably just going to saute them for not even a minute and turn off the heat, because this cast iron skillet will definitely still retain heat and sizzle at the bottom even when it's off. Okay, so I'm going to continue cooking this, and I am going to speed things up a bit. Okay, so my peppers and onions are right where I want them to be cooked. So now I'm going to add the mushrooms. And by the way, I've already turned off the heat from this cast iron skillet, but like I said, it's still going to sizzle. And the usage of that smoked paprika definitely gives it just a wonderful aromatic flavor. So I want to show you my low carb Taco Tuesday night recipe that I like to do. Some of you may follow me on my vlog channel, and if you don't, go check it out. I have been on a healthier road to weight loss, and so this is what I do to get my Taco Tuesday fix. Here I've made some Mexican style cauliflower rice. It's a very low carb recipe. I will be posting that as well. So for those of you that aren't subscribed, consider subscribing, and for those of you that are, stay tuned because I have more. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.